The man who once defined hip-hop's golden era is now at the center of a disturbing legal firestorm. Sean Diddy Combs, the mogul behind Bad Boy Entertainment, used to command music, fashion, and culture. But now he's facing accusations so dark they could bury his legacy forever. The rise of a legend. Before the courtroom chaos, Diddy was more than just a producer. He was a cultural force, launching artists like Biggie, Mace, and Faith Evans into superstardom. He wore diamonds, walked red carpets, and built a business empire that stretched from music to vodka to reality TV. To many, he seemed untouchable. But behind the designer shades and champagne toasts, something sinister may have been hiding. Rumors that wouldn't die. For years, whispers floated through the industry. Stories of control, manipulation, and unspoken abuse. Some claimed he ran his circle like a kingdom, where loyalty was rewarded and silence was demanded. But nothing ever stuck. Until now. Prosecutors allege that the image of a powerful entrepreneur was just a cover for something far more disturbing. The charges land. In 2024, the illusion shattered. Diddy was hit with charges of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, allegations that, if true, paint him as the leader of a network fueled by violence, drugs, and coercion. He's pleaded not guilty, but the courtroom tells another story. Prosecutors have spent weeks presenting evidence they claim ties him directly to a system of exploitation. The courtroom unveiled. Now in its 7th week, the trial has been anything but quiet. From tearful testimonies to unsettling documents, jurors have heard claims that Diddy used wealth and intimidation to trap women in disturbing situations. Federal agents read aloud text messages, played recordings, and showed documents that suggest a man obsessed with control, one who allegedly used sex, money, and fear to get what he wanted. The freak-offs. One of the most disturbing revelations came in week 6. Prosecutors showed the jury sex tapes, allegedly recorded during events insiders refer to as freak-offs. These weren't parties. They were, according to witness statements, orchestrated acts where Diddy forced ex-girlfriends to sleep with male sex workers while he watched and recorded. The prosecution claims these weren't isolated moments, but a pattern, one that spanned years and left emotional scars on those involved. A media frenzy. As the trial unfolded, the world began to watch. A new podcast, Bad Rap, The Case Against Diddy, is diving deep into the accusations, raising new questions and amplifying old ones. Online, fans are split. Some defend him, others feel betrayed. But one thing's clear. Diddy's once carefully curated image is crumbling fast. He's no longer the man behind the music. He's the headline. The defense rises. With the prosecution expected to rest this week, all eyes now turn to the defense. What will they reveal? Will they discredit the witnesses, question the evidence, or try to redirect the narrative entirely? No one knows yet. But the tension is growing. The defense has one shot to reshape how the public sees this man, or watch his empire fall apart, piece by piece. A legacy in limbo. For a man who built an empire on being in control, Diddy now finds himself powerless, waiting for a jury to decide his fate. If the claims are true, it's not just a fall from grace. It's a story of power abused behind closed doors. And if this is what's been proven so far, the real question is, what else hasn't been exposed?